I want to read through Geras' Mortal Kombat 1 bio because I've done so for every other single character that has been revealed, but also because his bio is extremely interesting, and I want to talk about a theory that I have concerning him and how he will play a big role in the story. But before we dive into that, let's look at our community art, which is an extremely creative concept art for Reptile. I really love how his clothes are all in tatters, but he still does look like a ninja. The colors are really good. I love the weapon they also gave him, and the way his face looks under the mask. Honestly, this would be a pretty freaking solid design for a Reptile. I will leave a link to the artist's Twitter in the description of the video if you want to go follow them or retweet their stuff. If you want your art to be featured on the channel, just tag me on Twitter. So Geras' bio reads, reconstructed by Liu Kang at the dawn of his new era, Geras remains eternal and unkillable. He retains the memories of all the innumerable timelines he has watched pass and fade. In this new era, Geras monitors events to make sure that they are faithful to Liu Kang's vision. When they deviate from their intended path, it is Geras' responsibility to correct them. As threats begin to mount, Geras works tirelessly to defend reality, but to succeed he must first identify the mastermind behind the plot to destroy Liu Kang's new era. This bio gives us a lot of information. Geras is confirmed to have been made by Liu Kang, so of course he's serving him, and not only that, he actually has the memories of all the other timelines intact, which means he'll remember Kronika, what Shang Tsung did, which gives him, and by proxy Liu Kang, a big advantage over them in a sense, but even then I don't believe it'll be that simple or that easy, right? It's also very interesting that it's stated that he has the power to change people's destiny and course correct if they are straying from their path. Does that mean that he has godly powers, or that he can simply intervene in other ways, such as giving said person friendly advice, a reminder that hey, you shouldn't do that one thing, but you should do that other thing? Or can he actually manipulate the events and time itself? Because Geras is much more than a jobber in this game. From his bio alone, it seems he is a close second to Liu Kang in holding the very fabric of time together. I don't believe he is as powerful as Liu, of course, since Liu Kang literally made him and reality itself, kind of like God from the Bible. But is Liu only a god? Is he also a titan, since he did gain and use Kronika's crown in MK11's ending? Or, what I believe, is he actually did away with all of that in his new reality? No elder gods, no titans, just him and Geras. Because in my opinion, if he would have created elder gods, he would have made Raiden one of them, surely, right? Or maybe he just didn't want to constantly hear, I have to consult Liu Kang. So the Wave Report made an interesting hour-long video on Geras, Liu Kang, and all that good stuff, so I'll leave a link to it below, as I was inspired to fashion my own theory from the topics he brought up in that video. It seems Geras is the one tasked to find the evil of this new era, the person calling the shots, so to speak, which puts him in a position to become the hero of the story and save this new reality alongside Liu and the others. Which would make sense. Geras was literally made to serve whoever controls time itself, and this time around it's Liu Kang and not Kronika. But if Liu and Geras are the heroes of the story, then who is the big bad? Now, I will discuss some character leaks and story leaks from this point on, so if you don't want to get spoiled, you should stop watching. In my Shang Tsung theory video, I mentioned that I don't believe he was the big honcho of the story, that surely someone more powerful than him was manufacturing all of this. Could it be Havoc, since we know Havoc will be on the base roster and he loves to create chaos? It would especially make sense, as a few people in my comment section have mentioned before, that Liu's era being peaceful and perfect was just not Havoc's cup of tea. I believe he could have created or started a lot of the chaos, but I also don't believe he has the power to control Shang or General Shao, unless he's completely redone to be a very powerful being in this new era, which could very well happen since they're changing the backstories of so many characters. But what I think is Shang is actually using Havoc to cause chaos. To me, that would make a bit more sense. When we discuss big bads in Mortal Kombat 1, it always falls back on Onaga, the Dragon King, since we found out from a very accurate leak that Damashi, Onaga in spirit form, will be guiding Shang Tsung in the story. It only makes sense that Onaga is calling the shots, right? But if that is the case, I don't believe it'll be the Onaga that we know. because in the first few timelines, Shao Kahn defeated him and took over his throne pretty freaking easily. And if we want to believe that Onaga threatens the very reality that Liu Kang has created, we need to believe he would be powerful enough to be seen as a serious threat. But here's the issue I run into. From Roar's partial script leak and the leak from 2 years ago, we know that Titans will fight at the very end of the story. And those Titans will be characters that we know, notably Shang Tsung and Kitana. So who exactly gave them this power? Are we to believe Geras did so to keep the balance between good and evil? Does he even have that power? There is definitely a big piece of the puzzle that we're missing, because either someone is traveling between timelines, I believe only Liu Kang can do so and maybe Geras, or someone extremely powerful was resurrected by our villains, which is known to happen in the Mortal Kombat universe. Either way, I'm really interested to hear what you guys have to say on who the big bad is and how they were able to give our villains and heroes to have a giant MCU-worthy fight at the end of the story. And as always, I hope you have yourself a wonderful day, and I'll see you all very soon.